Downing Street Communications Director for John Major, Jonathan Hassan. Welcome to you both.
Thank you, Adam.
Either of you got a smart meter?
I haven't, no.
Not tempted?
Not tempted. Not tempted at all.
Well, it looks like Philip Johnson's put his finger on the pulse there. Now, Yasmin, what are you telling us about?
Well, I've sort of kept
Jeremy
away from
Corbyn?
this for as long as possible, but I don't think it is now possible to do that. And what I've said is in two parts. A, Corbyn is not an anti-Semite or a racist. That's just not true of him. But he is, I think, politically illiterate. He's not meant to be a leader because he's let this drag on for so very long. And he hasn't understood the hurt that so many of his own party people are feeling. And he's not explained the definition problem. I have a problem with that definition too, the one that they've rejected, and as do many other Jewish lawyers.
But doesn't it come down in the end to whether you think the state of Israel as a Jewish state has a right to exist?
Well, I've said
or not?
no, it doesn't come down to that.
Well, it does,
no.
because that's one of the things in the
Yes,
anti-Semitism
but that
definition.
is not all it... I mean, Sir Geoffrey Bindman, whom I've known for 30 years, absolutely amazing, highly respected Jewish lawyer, says it will make it, and is already making, legitimate criticism impossible.
We're going to be back on this, but we do have some breaking news. This concerns the English Defence League leader, Tommy Robinson. He has been released on bail on his appeal today. Tommy Robinson has been released, and we can go now to the Court of Appeal, just finishing up with that judgment. Of course, this is a legal matter. We can listen in.
Approach within 400 metres of Leeds Crown Court, pending that rehearing. Copies of the judgment are available, together with a summary of the judgment. Neither the remarks that I have just made nor the summary form part of the judgment itself. Thank you.
Rise.
Of course, was jailed on contempt of court for tweeting about proceedings outside the court. And we heard there that he's still been told that he can't go near the precincts. But the Court of Appeal have released him. Well, we'll saw our correspondent there listening in court, and we'll speak from him when he gets out. Now, returning to The View, what do you think of Yasmin's article and Jeremy Corbyn?
I think it's a fascinating article, well written.
That's nice of you.
Tread with some trepidation into the whole of the morass of this particular story. And I think if you look at it in a bigger view, it says, as Yasmin has said, Corbyn's not a leader. But we've got an amazing situation. We have a Prime Minister and a Leader of Opposition who are both prisoners. Theresa May is a prisoner of her party over Brexit, and I think Jeremy Corbyn is a prisoner of his own past. He simply cannot change. He's held the views he has about Palestine. He's held the views he's got about the Israeli state for many, many years. He can't change. And even
therefore,
when
he can't adopt the international definition because that would put him over the line as an anti-Semite.
That is a huge problem for him to address.
And
all of his remarks about these things are weasel words. If you look at some of the remarks today, even the direct apology for the event that was held on Holocaust Memorial Day, followed on with, on occasion, I have shared platforms with people basically with whom I radically disagree. And he has not been able to move away from the man who is the campaigner. He's not a leader. He is against everything, and he is for very little.
I absolutely agree with all of that. But we have to be able to legitimately criticise actions of the state of Israel at times.
But Yasmin, the problem is that everybody, Stephen Pollard, Jonathan Friedman, every single person who's adopted the international definition says it doesn't prevent them from criticising the state of Israel. And the question has to be, why does the Labour Party have
It's not just the Labour Party. Like I said, no. Geoffrey Bindman, Sedley...
A Labour-supporting lawyer.
No, Sedley, a former High Court judge. Good Jewish people. We're going to have a meeting in Portcullis House at 3 o'clock today. Jewish people, Muslim people, black people, all sorts, trying to break through.
So you believe that the international definition...
Yes, I have problems with that
definition.
definition.
The Holocaust, the definition of anti-Semitism doesn't allow you to criticise the state of Israel.
Yeah, I fear it could make it difficult.
Have you read The Guardian recently? Do you think it's devoid of criticism of Israel?
Well, The Guardian is where we had 5 Jewish thinkers giving very different views on the definition. Not all Jewish people are agreed.
No, but
Five.
don't you understand? If you turned this round and this was about Islamophobia, and there was an internationally accepted definition of Islamophobia, and the Tory party said, actually, we don't agree to that because we don't think that allows us to criticise, you would be outraged.
No, I would not be outraged. No, I would not, because I think I have always said, and I've said in my article, I support the right of Israel to exist. I have criticised a lot of things about I don't even use the word Islamophobia since you ask. I think it's the wrong word, because I think it privatises discrimination. So this is not clear-cut. But I want to go back to how Jeremy has failed. A, to explain, B, to lead, as you said, and he's absolutely now becoming a political vandal. And that's the problem.
The point is, I think that nothing can stop you having a debate. And I don't see, and I'm not a lawyer, I don't see that definition as stopping people debating a legitimate cause.
But that's the fear.
With honesty, with integrity, and with a view to helping people on both sides who are suffering.
OK, now, what about...